Hello, 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 my friends, and welcome back to another moon ceremony. I'm Safrianna Lughna, the queer spirit guide, and as always, it is a delight to take this opportunity to tune into the moon here and now with you. And just a couple of logistical things. Please let me know if my microphone is sounding okay to you. I have had some fun over here lately, and I love that we are in a new moon in Gemini because Gemini is all about communication. And I have been having some little communication snafus recently after my cat chewed through my brand new microphone wire, and it's just never been the same since. So, I realized that after the latest live teaching I had done that I was having some up and down volume issues. So fingers crossed that it has resolved itself and I have all the settings doing what they're supposed to do and all that good stuff. But please feel free to let me know if you are ever struggling to hear me in a broadcast or if there's something I can improve about the delivery because that's important. And it's very new moon in Gemini. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you here live. To anyone gathering live or in the replay, I am just enveloping you in so much love right now. I really feel like we are just in this opening chapter, and I'll talk a little bit about this in a bit. But thank you, Lisa, for letting me know that. Just in case this is your first time joining me for one of these ceremonies, I follow the same flow each time. So I'm going to land us in an energy orientation of just what is astrologically happening, what is energetically happening in the collective right now. And then we will set some intentions. I'll do an energy clearing. I will then lead us through a guided practice or visualization, meditation journey, and we will wrap with some cards. Though I have been informed by my guide, Draxus, that he would like us to pull an activation as we even get started. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you. And I just want to say, for all of my ceremonies, I always validate that the reason I do these ceremonies the way that I do is so that there really is the ability to be anonymous. No one has to say anything, do anything, show up publicly in any way, shape, or form. But, and this new moon in Gemini is really encouraging us to speak our intentions out into the world and to claim them in the community or to really root in individually in our solo time and really do some good, powerful, reflective work, journaling, integration. So, this is really inviting us at this point in time to really be communicating with ourselves and others. And our activation is magic. I love this. I have never pulled this card from this deck. So I just love this opportunity to explore this beautiful energy. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment to move towards possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. This is so perfect, honestly. I'm a little bit speechless right now because I'm in awe of how perfect this is. This is so where we're at this point in time with this new moon in Gemini portal, with the summer solstice coming up, and with this collective beat. And I can't quite pinpoint astrologically what has shifted that's causing this energy, but over this weekend, especially and Friday and into Saturday, there was an opening of the collective energy that seemed like it was liberating us out of some of these swirls that we've been in for a little while now. And this is literally affirming the magic is here, the moment to move toward possibilities and expression. And that's also this Gemini new moon is asking us to imagine, it's asking us to be inspired, to communicate with ourselves, with our guides, with our team, in curiosity of what is next, what is possible, what can I imagine, and know that it's what's coming is even more profound than we can possibly imagine. So, can we lean into that? Can we believe that these things are coming? And I really feel the need to just speak to manifestation because this has been coming up in my circles again recently. Please remember that manifestation is not just aligning your thoughts and it's not just wishing for what you want to call in. It is anchoring your body and your mind in the energy, the thought patterns, the reality that what you want is already here. So mind and body are aligning and what I have is already here even if it's not already here. That's the kicker. but then taking our aligned actions, that is the other half of it, the aligned actions to continue to make it possible that we can manifest these things in the world. So, that is part of the magic is we are being reminded that we can really deeply manifest incredibly magical amazing things, but we have to believe, and belief we feel in our body. So it is a sometimes it can be a fake it till you make it kind of situation, right? But allow the magic to pour forth from you and really feel into the belief that what you have is already here. This is a big message that's been coming in for me. What we have and what we want is already here. We just have to embrace a lot of it. A lot of times we think ourselves into the gap and we think that we are further away from our goal or our desired outcome than we really are. And it is a shift in perspective. And if you follow along with my tarot and tea, well, check it out tomorrow, is all I'm going to clue you into there. But what a beautiful energy to start us with. Now, this new moon in Gemini, again, it encourages us to communicate. Like, is there a conversation you've been putting off that you need to have? Is there something that you have been putting off brainstorming about or like really looking at, analyzing? I am a Gemini. I just had my birthday 1 week ago. And I totally, this like Gemini, buzzy, just thought provoking energy is here for us to play with. And with the collective energy that's here at this point in time, we're being asked to really use that energy towards dreaming up what is next. And so this again is a great time to do a lot of extra journaling, reflection, etc., and share in a circle or really deeply with yourself what is coming through so you can integrate it. So let's set some intentions. And as I talk about this intention, I also want to just add I thought this was really interesting. In human design yesterday, the sun moved into gate 12, which is the energy of make your life a work of art. That's also what this energy is here asking us to look at is like, how do we want to craft our life into being a work of art? What does that look like? How do we have fun with this? How do we play with this? So maybe sit with that as we do our intentions. If you have your pen and your notebook, I'm also going to write my own intention down and then we'll clear the energy. So, what do you want to call in for this Gemini new moon? What are you embracing? What are you committing to? And just jot down whatever comes to mind, whatever is on your heart here as you tune into this moment. It being a new moon, this is a great time to commit to new energies or to new ideas. This being new moon in Gemini, it's a great time for new projects, new ideas. But just taking some moments here to really feel into what you are calling forward. And as you tune in here and as you continue to touch base with your intentions, please know you are welcome to share them in the chat, but you are never required. But like I said earlier, this is really a great time to call in your intentions powerfully in community. My commitment, my intention is to commit myself even more to writing because I know that that is my purpose, what I'm meant to be doing. What are you committing to, releasing, lovingly letting go of? And as you tune into this, you might begin to notice those nagging thoughts or feelings that say, "Oh, but I can't do that. That's not for me. That's not possible." I call these the blips. And so we're just going to very gently work to release these blips, these disruptions. Just begin the process of letting go the surface layer of whatever feels like it's holding you back. Maybe you are aware of thoughts that have been holding you back. Maybe you're aware of circumstances. Maybe there are just some gentle sensations in your body or powerful sensations in your body of gripping. Can you release those a little bit here now? And using the power of the breath, call yourself back home with each inhale and let each exhale be a purging, a cleansing, a gentle letting go. Wendy's calling in being more active, creating more, gardening and beautifying. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. So as we release, we are making more room for our intentions to fill us up, making more room for them to be possible. So just releasing, releasing, releasing here, bringing in the physical layer now if you'd like to, maybe shaking out the limbs, maybe rolling the shoulders, the wrists, the ankles, just letting go of any physical energy you can here. Maybe tap on your collarbones for a moment. We are just releasing physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever in this moment we do not need to be carrying. And we're going to begin to transition into our guided practice. As always, this guided practice is meant to be received in your own way. You do not have to have your eyes closed. You don't have to be laying down. You don't have to be seated. You could be moving. You can be journaling. Many people take the opportunity to journal during these experiences. No right or wrong. And you may receive downloads, information, senses. There's no one right way to receive this. So whether you hear, know, feel, taste, touch, smell, just receive whatever comes in for you. So we'll tune back into the breath once more, just allowing your inhale to be nourishing and slow, slowing it down just a little. This Gemini energy can feel very flighty and fast paced at times, like the wind blowing through. So, for just a moment, as we step into ourselves, let the busyness settle. As you use the breath as an anchor to begin to drop into the body, falling out of the thinking mind into the heart space, and just really allowing the presence of this moment to expand as we open a portal in the heart. And that portal in the heart opens out into a summery, breezy scene. So, allowing yourself to step through, just take in the sight. How do you know that there's wind? What is stirring? What is here? What is present? And we're nearing the longest day. And so, on this new moon, the sun is still high and the moon is seemingly invisible, as is the breeze. And yet we can feel the energy, see the influence of the energy all around. So, what is here for you as you land? A guide comes to greet you. So, just notice who arrives and how they arrive. And they indicate they want you to follow them or come with them. And they give you the power of flight, whether you sprout wings, whether your body becomes light. Suddenly you lift off the ground and you can feel the breeze literally stirring you, lifting you higher. Feel what it is like to be buoyed on the air, to be lifted on this slipstream, and to find a new creative path through this moment. You and your guide, not walking straight forward, but moving off the beaten path of life, moving through this circumstance differently. Feel what it's like to break free here, to go wherever you want to go, to follow the wind wherever it leads you. You don't have to make sense of this right now. There's nothing to do or know or be other than this right here, right now, riding the waves of the wind. And feel that connection to air in your body as you breathe. You yourself a part of this slipstream of life. And as you travel, as you move about, seeing what is above and below, going as high or low as you like, freely moving. Listen to your guide and see if they have any messages they would like to communicate with you. What does your guide want to communicate with you? And whether a clear message is making itself known here or not, just feeling the unconditional love that your guide has for you. This guide, whether written into your blueprint or here right now, just for this moment, for this journey, is so excited to be here with you in the slipstream, riding the waves of the wind, feeling the freedom and feeling the power of the air cleansing you, clearing you, making space for what you're calling in next. There is such a fresh and new energy here. Your mind sharp and willing to receive the messages that are coming in for you as you move forward. Receiving this activation of your higher mind, the mind that can make sense of the downloads that are coming in, the mind that can actually listen, the mind without the ego trying to filter, that higher spiritual mind that can sort out the sensory inputs, the messages, the downloads, and make sense of them. Maybe not right away, but in your own perfect timing. Know that this is active in you. You have this higher intelligence is yours. So breathe it in and feel it all around you, swirling on the air, lifting you up. Have fun. Have fun with this next leg of the journey, whatever comes. Receiving this activation of the magic within you, of the magic that drives you forward, that is lifting you up right here, right now. This is always present for you, always available. You simply need to believe, to know, to sense there is more for you in this moment than you might be able to see. And know that seen and unseen helpers are always trying to communicate with you. And that is part of what we're activating here is the ability to listen, to hear what they're sharing with you. So if you'd like to say yes to yourself, yes, I am open to receiving communications from my team, seen and unseen, that are in my highest good. Yes, I claim this for myself. I am curious. I am open to the messages that are here for me. Yes, I will listen. And as you breathe in this activation, once again, tuning into your guide wherever you are in space and time here and now, and just here, listen if they have any other messages for you. And once again, whether a clear message was made known, you are so loved. Your ideas are so worthy. It is worth pursuing. What lights you up, what makes you feel playful and joyful. And it is well beyond worth sitting down to communicate with yourself in this upcoming portal we are in, this new moon to solstice portal we are in. So take some opportunities to listen well beyond this moment. And for now, thanking your guide for anything that was received, thanking the air, the wind, the slipstream for moving you, thanking the spark of your own magic and yourself for showing up. And then finding yourself landing gently once again before the portal of your heart. Taking a moment to settle. And then in your own time and way, stepping back through that portal, back fully into your body. And if the eyes are closed, gently blinking them open. And taking some moments to look around your space. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes. Just gently come back into your body here. As always, please feel free to share anything that came through if you would like to. You can do so in chat. You can send me a private message. I always love hearing what people saw, what guides showed up for them, what messages they received, what nature showed up. That was a very energetic activation. I I was remarking right before I went live. I was like, well, the meditation has not made itself known, but it was really about connecting with this Gemini air energy, and the winds of change is like coming in post is what I want to call that. Is like these winds of change that we're on, because that's really where we're at right now. And so allowing yourself to step into this change, allowing yourself to receive what you need to hear from yourself and from your team right now, because that's where we're at. A lot of us have been shut down and pushing away the intuition that is here, and it is well beyond time to listen. Wendy says my guide was a cartoony ladybug. I love how often guides and whatnot show up as cartoon-esque characters, or just these things you would never expect. Just so fun. All right. So I am pulling from our guardians of light, keepers of the light, excuse me. And I am just asking for help because we are in this Gemini new moon. And this is a lot about communication, and really Gemini is such a social sign, right? It's very community oriented, very Gabby in its own way. I really got the strong signal that we had some helpers that wanted to come through. So if you like to work with these divine archetypes or ascended masters, please feel free to. And otherwise, just take the message as the core energy. So our first helper here is Green Tara. And Green Tara is all about supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. Very, very much this energy that we are in right now. I feel like this is an extra boost of support of, yes, we know there's fear. Of course there's fear as you're riding the winds of change and you're moving into something new, but you are protected on this journey. And the cords to the past are what is being cut. And this is what's collectively been coming through with everyone I've been talking to. especially over the weekend when there was this big sort of liberation in the energy, is we are moving beyond these old stories, these old limitations of being stuck in old patterns. And so Green Tara is really here to say you're divinely protected from those old patterns. You just have to receive this upgrade, receive this help, receive this knowingness and this belief that you can break the pattern. You don't have to be in the same rodeo ride that you have been for decades even. Our next card is Commander Ashtar. And this is a call to action. This is take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk, is the message on the card. He is really wanting us to, again, take charge. So, hey, remember that you're protected. It's time to actually take action. So, right here, we're landing in this new moon in Gemini moment, which is asking us to call out our intentions, to say them in community or really to ourselves and to our guides, to our higher powers, to our teams, to like really root into what we're going towards next and then take the call to action. So this is essentially saying do your reflection time, really get into the essence of where you're going next and then take the action. Lead by example. That's, so much of what I do being messy and public and doing it live and all of that is to be in the example that we're just human and we're none of us are perfect, and walking our talk helps other people see that that is possible. So the more that you step into your blueprint, what you're meant to do, what you're happy doing, what you're joyful doing, the more that you are inviting other people to do the same. And I think that that is the most powerful thing we can possibly do. And then our final helper here is charity. I believe charity is considered an angel. Prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask, and you shall receive. So, this is really about that reflection. That's how I'm taking charity here is whether you pray, whether you journal, whether you do a walk in nature and meditate, you are being asked to be in this reflective, contemplative energy right now to really allow yourself the space to connect. And heaven, uh, one of my favorite Bible quotes is the kingdom of heaven is within you. Because that's what I believe. I believe that we are meant to be here co creating heaven on earth. I don't know what else is out there, but I know that we are capable of achieving joy and pleasure and equity and sustainability and like all of these beautiful things built out of love here on earth. And that is heaven. That is what we are trying to obtain together. So the ask and you shall receive energy here is really about that clarity piece. So reflect, ask for it. There's so much of this manifestation energy coming in between this and our magic card as well. So our helpers are here. Also, what beautiful color combinations. Just wow. But they want us to know we are meant to be taking action on living the life that we want to live. Ride the winds of change, my friend. So, as we wrap up our time here today, I want to look at these comments real quick. Lisa, I'm so glad that you love these guided meditations. And the exact words of freedom in my life and creativity I needed. And that you met this guide before. That's so beautiful. Yeah. Sometimes our guides are reoccurring. I know a lot of us that have been doing these ceremonies for a while will have reoccurring guides, and some, are just there for one. And it's just fun to see who's there and who we can connect with and, be in this beautiful human and spiritual experience. There's nothing that can replace the experience of dropping into yourself, right? And like having these profound experiences. So, just in case you are wanting to never miss one of these moon ceremonies, of course, you can follow and subscribe here on YouTube. But I also have an email list at safrianna.com/moon so that you get the link directly in your inbox. You get a week reminder, which is always so helpful for me, 3 days in advance, and the day of an hour before so that you can join or snag that replay after it's already out. And these ceremonies will always be free, though I have to pause here and say I am getting ready to go away, my friends. I am literally leaving tomorrow, and I am going to be doing everything that I have been preaching about today, which is dropping into reflection and stillness and listening and calling in what's next. And I don't know what is going to happen next. I feel like something is going to change with the moon ceremonies. You all will be the first I tell when I actually know. But for right here, right now, this has been how it has been for the last 2.5 years. And the winds of change are here. So if you have the means to do so and the desire to do so, you can donate for these free ceremonies at safrianna.com/donate. But I will be back here for another moon ceremony, absolutely no doubt about it, on Tuesday, June 30th. That will be over here live on YouTube. That is for the full moon in Capricorn. And I can't wait to see after we have dreamed, after we have reflected, after we have dropped in, what are we going to be putting to action in this full moon in Capricorn? What is going to have made itself manifest? I'm so excited to find out. And last but not least, if you would like to be in private ceremony with me, myself and my dear friend Dr. Melissa Bird have a summer solstice ritual this Saturday. That is at 4 p.m. Eastern. And you can find out all the details over at safrianna.com/seasonal. But we would love to have you there. This is a private paid ritual over on Zoom, and you get a replay if you sign up and can't make it live. So, again, all the details on the page. Would love to have you there. Either way, please go play in the summer energy. If you want some ideas, I do have another video over on my YouTube channel, which are 7 different ways that you can play in the solo energy of summer solstice. So go check that out. Otherwise, please know I love you all so much. I will see you back here next time I am live, and I will be gone for a little bit. So I will see you on the other side of my little reset and retreat. All right, until next time. Bye for now.